Hello and welcome to Country Music Social Media Sessions. And I'm delighted to finally speak to Emma Jane, all the way from Scotland. How are you?
Very well, thank you. The sun is shining here for a change, which makes a difference. It's been raining for months.
Oh yeah, we've had on and off. It's very warm here today. Have you got a bit of nice sunshine? Not too cold, I hope though.
It's still cold, but the fact that we can actually see the sky is quite quite a like it's a notable
Yeah,
thing to see the blue sky. So I'll mark it in the calendar.
I'm sure the thing doesn't happen very often. So whereabouts in Scotland are you?
So just outside Glasgow,
Oh, okay,
in a wee place called Bishopton.
Bishopton. Okay, now you did our show up in Dumbarton, is that right? Back in the sort of, I think it was late winter, wasn't it? You did that.
Yeah,
Should be.
that's not far. That's maybe 25, 30 minutes
Oh,
away.
it's not too far for you then, because you've been
Yeah.
with us here at Country Music Social Media for quite some time now. So how are you finding it?
Brilliant. Like I've said before and previously, like I wouldn't get the amount of exposure and support that I receive without being part of country media. You know, it's it does wonders for me. It gets me lots of airplay, lots of exposure, and it opens up a lot of doors as well. So it's been a pleasure to be part of the family.
It's a pleasure to have you. It's been great to have you on board. And yeah, I have seen the news that you are up for two BCMAs for album and single. Is that right?
Yep, that's right.
Oh,
And again, wouldn't
that's
have done it without like all your support and help. Ken put in a power of work and promotion for me. So I'm delighted to be nominated. The last time I was nominated for a BCMA was in 2014.
oh,
So it's been a while. I have released things since then, but it's been a while. So yeah, delighted to be part of it.
yeah, and it's fantastic. BCMA, so you're up for the album Grow and Beautiful Chaos is the single. Is that correct?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, so when did you release these?
Oh God, now you're testing me.
Let's do
I
that.
should know these things. So I know when the album was released. The album was released on the 9th of January.
Yeah.
And I remember that because the last song in the album is called The Last Goodbye. And that was a song that I wrote um, after my gran had passed away. It was like our last moments with her. So quite often I use songwriting as kind of therapy, I guess, processing, understanding things, making sense of things. So when my gran passed away, I wrote this song, and as a dedication to her, I thought, I'm going to release the album on her birthday.
Oh,
That came out on the 9th of January, and then Beautiful Chaos was released as a single sometime after
sometime.
that.
Well, exceptionally good and up for BCMAs. So best of luck with that. We'll all be rooting for you here at Country Music Social Media, definitely. So you've been in the game for quite some time now. You've been juggling, obviously, being a mum because that's hard work, especially with two little girls, and obviously doing your music and getting the time to produce such brilliant albums and submitting music. How do you find the time?
So I don't really. I think that's why everything's kind of slow paced.
Yeah, good.
So I'm a bit of, like you say, I've been doing it for a long time. I'm a bit of a dinosaur in the music world. So I started gigging in December 2005. So I've been doing it for a while. Um, and I recorded my first EP in 2008. So it's been I've done it. I've done it for long enough now. Um, but yeah, so I try and dedicate Mondays to music. So Music Monday is what I try and do. Doesn't always happen, but Music Monday is what my aim. And I think if I have that in mind, then I'm more likely to try to accommodate it the best I can. Um, so like recording the album, I recorded 2 songs a month. So it took in whole about 8 months to complete the album, just trying to find the time to record in a distance record with Phil Deering from L Sound.
Okay.
He's based in London. I've been recording with him since 2014, actually, since Workhorse. Um, and I use my studio here. He uses his studio in London, and we've got the same. He told me what to buy. We've got the same software, and we just send the files to each other. So it's quite a nice way to do it, and it means also because we've converted the garage, I can kind of dip in and out when I've not got a club to go to. Not me clubbing. That's long. That's long gone.
Yeah, I know you mean.
It's clubs.
No, that's fantastic. It's great to have a studio as well that you can, if you get some ideas and you want to record something, basically you've got it right there on your doorstep, which is fantastic. So you play guitar or piano or?
So I play guitar. That's what I gig with. However, I do have a piano, and I have been trying to learn it. And actually, that song, "The Last Goodbye," I wrote on piano. So that's how that song started. Very, very rarely will any of my songs start with an instrument. I write all the time. I've always got ideas going round in my head. So quite often a song will start with me having like a kind of hook or a lyric or a melody already in my mind, and I'll write it and then I'll introduce the instrument. I've got a handful of songs that started on an instrument, so primarily the guitar.
Yeah, they're same here. Yeah, so you've got gigs. You do get around a bit on the gig circuit as well, because obviously you're very experienced. So what have you got coming up?
So I've got a support slot at the Glasgow Americana Festival. That runs at the start of October, and I'm supporting Bobby Motherwell at the Glad Cafe.
Oh, okay.
On the 4th of October. So that's coming up soon. And then I've got a residency in Loch Lomond. So I'm there about once a month in a place called the Inn on Loch Lomond. And I do a 3-hour set of mostly covers, but I've been doing it for a long time now. So it's quite nice because I get to do some of my own songs as well.
I like that when you can do, because I do covers as well, and obviously you've got to do covers a lot of times. But it's nice to when you can mix your own original stuff in, and when you've been doing it for a certain amount of time, they're quite accepting of it behind the public. Like, oh yeah, we'd love to hear some of your stuff. It's always quite weird to do that in the middle of covers, but I think once you've sort of grown as an artist and people are used to you, they're quite happy to slip the odd one in. So it's nice. No, I say I've been looking on your Facebook and everything. You do have a lot going on, and so you're a mum as well. So trying to fit it all in, and not only that. Before we go, you have got a new single coming out, and I'm gonna probably say it wrong. Gerbred Avenue.
Gearbred Avenue. It's
a Scottish accent.
So it's the R, isn't it? We emphasize our R's. I think we must be descendants of pirates or something, because we're very focused on the R's. So
it's intriguing titles. Yeah, tell me about it. I'd love to hear a bit more about it.
It's a street in a place called Maryhill in Glasgow. And so this song is about my auntie. This is going to sound like all my songs are really sad. They're not. I've got silly songs and happy songs, and but this song was written. So my auntie Thea passed away with motor neuron disease, but it took hold really quickly. So Thea and I had our last day out, and we went to Gearbred Avenue. She was wanting to kind of learn more about her past and like family history and things like that. So the pair of us went to Gearbred Avenue to kind of roam about and learn a wee bit more. And we spoke about doing it again, and not knowing that shortly after that she would get motor neuron disease and then very quickly lose mobility. So within 5 months, she passed away, and this song was written at her hospital bedside. And it was me reminiscing about that outing, like in disbelief that actually we'd no idea what was round the corner. And I think you don't in life, so you make the most of things is what I've learned. And just kind of reminiscing about that and hoping that although we knew what the outcome was going to be, you've still got like a hope. I hope you're okay. Whatever comes afterwards, I hope you're all right. So that's what the song is about. So it means a lot to me. But I will reiterate that I do have happy songs too. I sing about nice things, not just death.
She does.
Good for a funeral.
But you're right about your experiences in life, and obviously when someone passes, it's a massive experience that you have to deal with, and I find it writing about things like that as well, again, like you said earlier, it is a form of therapy. And I think with songs like that, also other people, we all lose people, and people can relate to that. So I think it's fantastic to be able to bring something so lovely out, something that's so sad. So thank you. And even if do you manage to perform it okay? Do you that struggle to perform it?
No, I do now. So when I first wrote it, and when I was recording it, so the vocal of it's quite raw, and I thought, do I go back and redo it? But actually, when I was recording it, it felt quite emotional. So I thought, the vocal doesn't need to be perfect. It needs to be real. It needs to represent what the song actually means. So, but gigging it, I'm okay, and I think that's the thing. So, like, music as therapy, and when I write songs, it helps me process and understand, and make sense of whatever's happened. So you've got the emotion of it when you first write it, and then it becomes. So when I sing either of those songs now, I'm actually filled with comfort because you feel closer to the person. And so I've not broke down on stage yet, which is a good thing. And I hope I don't ever, because like I say, it's more comforting.
Yes.
Now. Like I feel closer to them when I sing those songs. So it feels kind of like a big hug.
Yeah, no, I get that. And your songs are amazing. You're an amazing songwriter. I mean, you do across the board have your very happy, upbeat songs, and then you can strip it right back and do something so raw and unique that it will get to a lot of other people as well, which is what you want. You want to help people with your songwriting, and if one person gets something out what you've written, then that's the therapy for them as well as yourself. So it's fantastic. So before we go, where can people find you? Where can they find you to download your music? Where can they find you to come and like you and all that?
So I'm on all the digital download sites. I lose count of how many there are now, but all the usual ones. So Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, whatever else, wherever you stream your music from, I am on there. But you can follow me on Instagram. That's at Emma Jane Instagram, because I'm creative like that. And I'm on Facebook as well. I'm on X, or X, isn't it?
Twitter, yeah.
I'm hip and happening. I'm down with the youth, so I'm on TikTok.
Yeah,
but again, I don't really know all the actual.
But we can because it's definitely working, guys. So do follow Emma Jane Instagram on it's Emma Jane Official, isn't it, on your Facebook? As well. Yeah, so do follow her on there. Go to Spotify or whatever your platform of choice is, and please download her music. You will not be disappointed. Emma Jane, it's lovely to meet you, even if it is only virtually, and hopefully, because we're hoping to come to Scotland again next year, and I couldn't come last year because I had another gig. So Ken's on about doing something else up near you, and I'm hoping to get there. So hopefully I'll actually meet you in person. So keep in touch.
Lovely.
Do for you. Come and have a chat. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.
If I could pause, maybe rewind, or I go a little further back in time, and I take my car and I would drive, and I come and pick you up, just you and I, when we thought time was on our side. I wish that time was on our side. So when you walk across that rainbow, when you float among the clouds, when you dance into the universe and take a glance back down, when you reach your destination a million miles away, let us know you go to where you're going and you're okay. If I could pause, maybe rewind, when the inevitable was still left undefined, I'd listen close and I'd share my truths, or I'd take us back to Gilbride Avenue, when we thought time was on our side. I wish that time was my side. So when you walk across that rainbow, when you float among the clouds, when you dance into the universe and take a glance back down, when you reach your destination a million miles away, let us know you got to where you're going and you're okay. And I'll hold your hand and can't let go, and I'll whisper how I love you so, then I drive away. But oh, how I wanted to stay. So when you walk across that rainbow, when you float among the clouds, when you dance into the universe and take a glance back up, when you reach your destination a million miles away, let us know you got to where you're going and you're okay. Let us know you go to where you're going and you're okay. Let us know you go to where you're going and you're okay.